What do you remember about that game? How you guys were able to fight back, win that series, ultimately, of course, moving on, winning the World Series. What do you remember about that moment that you guys can apply to tonight?
Yeah, execution. I think it all comes down to that. I think we've been playing the whole year through the up and downs, and this is not going to be any different. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. At some point, it was going to get tough for us. Obviously, we've been playing really good throughout this whole postseason, but the season kind of taught us a lot, and I feel like this is a moment where we're going to get all the experience that we got from not just a year, but the experience that a lot of guys in this clubhouse have to kind of face these couple games. And the whole goal is to play again here tomorrow. Um, Nothing you can do about the past. All you can do about is the present and what you do today to perform, to execute the plan, and to go out there for every single out to kind of like give everything that you have. Because I mean, 2 more days you're gonna be home and you're gonna be resting and having a full off season.
Up front, your left, Daniel.
Hey, Miguel.
Beyond the need to execute and beyond the talent you guys have in the room, what can you say about, I guess, the mental toughness or the stubbornness of this group that makes you guys such a tough out when you're in a situation like this one?
Yeah, I just feel like we've been through a lot in our careers, and everybody knows what they need to do to get back on track. I know our offense haven't been doing what we're supposed to do, but we have totally confidence on every single guy. I feel that the most important part is like go to the play and go to the game today without being afraid of failure. You know, I think a lot of guys are kind of making sure that they're doing the job, and it's not about one guy. It's about 9 individuals going with the same plan and trying to attack the other team. Remember, baseball, the other team is trying to get you out too, and they're trying to win the game. So it's not easy. It's a hard sport, and I mean, you getting in slumps during the regular season. You're getting in slumps at any point of your career and your life. And obviously right now, I feel like just putting all that aside and just competing for the next 2 days is going to be really important for us. That's what makes us really tough, competing every single day. And regardless of what the situation is, I think everybody have to just kind of forget about the past and focus on the moment right now.
Move up to the third row, then the second row, third row.
Miguel, yesterday your manager Dave Roberts talked about the urgency of every play in an elimination game. Obviously, that's part of the reason why you're getting the start today. But how do you balance the urgency with just playing free, playing fun, which is something that you've exemplified throughout your career?
Yeah, I think it's just staying focused on every single pitch. I know it sounds simple and it's not a really good answer, but it's kind of like playing every single pitch. Playing every single pitch with everything that you have, because you don't know when the opportunity is going to come and the ground ball is going to come my way, or the fly ball is going to go to the outfield, or the pitcher needs to make a big pitch. If you wait for that moment to come to you, it's going to be too late. I just feel like the concentration and the urgency have to come from being ready for every single pitch, regardless of what inning it is. If they're running on base, 3 bases loaded, or the situation of the game, I feel like we have to stay in the game for all the pitches, 27 outs on defense and offense, and I think that's gonna be what you guys gonna see from us tonight.
On the second row, Miggy.
You had the 18-inning game, quick turnaround and stuff like that, and a lot of your teammates were mentioning how the off day couldn't come at a better time. Now that you had that off day, how are you guys feeling now?
Yeah, I think we feel so much better after, like resting for kind of a full day. Even though we have to travel and change time zones and all that, it's always kind of part of the process, part of what we're doing. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that we've been playing ball for a long time. And the Dodger organization has been doing a lot of great things for baseball. Starting last year in Korea, playing all the way until the World Series, until the last day of the season. A day like today last year, we were playing. And then this year, we went to Japan and did everything for baseball that we're supposed to do, and then here we are playing on the last game of the season again. So it's been a long journey for the team, for the organization, for every player out here that had the opportunity to do that. It's been really stressful, and everybody is mentally tired, and physically you can only imagine how it is. We're not gonna do that as an excuse. We're just gonna continue to do what we need to do. But at the end of the day, regardless of what the results are, we still have the goal to win the World Series, which is which been the goal ever since we got to spring training. But regardless of what happened, I'm really proud of every guy in this room, in the organization, and I feel like we're gonna be feeling really good in 2 days when we got the opportunity to win this.
When you're not playing baseball, what does Halloween look like for you and your family?
I mean, it's been a couple years doing it with my kids now, and it's just like getting custom up with the kids and going around in Miami and ask for candies. But it's been so much better the last 2 years because they have to do it with the kids on the team. They're having a party right now at the hotel, and so they're having a lot of fun. So I'm happy that the last 2 years they've been doing it on a plane and on a team trip to New York and now in Toronto.
And one we're behind, Bill.
Yeah, Miggy, what did you think of the match race between Haesung and Dave Roberts last night? And does that do anything, break any tension?
Of course, it make you smile, and it make you have a good time. You know, when the head of the group is kind of like is loose like that, and he's willing to do anything. That's what he tells everybody, that he will do anything for the team. You know, even though he got no chance to beat Kim to third base, he trying to do like the shortcut. He didn't know that the camera was there. He tripped on the camera, and we saw the rest, right? So it's all over social media in the biggest stage of the year. Right before a game six, facing elimination, this guy is like on the ground, like with his uniform full of dirt, right? And he's not backing away from it. So that's what he tells you about Doc, and he will do anything for this group and to spark the team.
Was he in early for treatment today?
He should, because I feel like his hamstring is kind of bothering him. But I mean, we got plenty of tables there full of players.
Third row, your left, Jack, then Jordan.
Yeah, one more on that. How big of a head start would he have needed to have won?
I just think he got a better chance going straight from first to third on a straight line, and then make him like going around. I think that was the initial thought of the race, but then he wanted to prove a point that he can beat him from that start, and it wasn't enough. We all saw the results.
You guys have talked about needing to get to a better team approach offensively. What have you talked about with each other over the last 24 hours to try to do that tonight? Yeah,
trying to free everybody up with kind of the mentality of like going to the play without being okay with not being successful or not making a good out. Like I feel like when you want to do so good, you press. And you started like being really careful about your move and about your pick selection and all that. I feel like, we have a plan and we gotta execute the plan. But at the end of the day, we are humans and we gotta be okay chasing balls. We gotta be okay putting a bad swing on the ball. That doesn't mean that the next guy is gonna do it. So I feel like all we have to do is kind of free ourselves up to kind of like go to the play, like know what you're good at and kind of trust it. And instead of like going to the play thinking about I don't wanna mess the rhythm up, or I don't wanna swing at this first pitch because it's like I wanna get on base. If you don't have in your game the walk or the long ball, why are you gonna be chasing that when an opportunity is out there for that? I feel like the 18 inning game kind of like taught us that. Like we couldn't build an inning until like Freddie hit the homer, and I feel like it's really important for us to focus on what you're good at and what's your kind of your tool package in this situation, instead of like trying to be like someone else or trying to go out there and trying to do something bigger than what you're capable of doing.
Jordan in the second row, Miggy.
Can you talk about your view of Yamamoto since he first signed and showed up in spring training last season to where he is right now? What have you seen from him?
Yeah, he just became the guy, the horse that kind of like everybody knew he was gonna be. We got a lot of stats on Japan that he did this for a long time there. We know he came to a different league to face different hitters and all that, and last year was kind of an adjustment for him. And even though he was adjusting to the league, he won the World Series, and he was the guy for us. Then this year he took it to the next level, where he almost threw a no-hitter in Baltimore early in the year, and then the last 3 or 4 games that he pitched, he's been taking the ball long in the game, and we kind of know that he's kind of capable of that. But at the end of the day, it's really satisfying to see the results the last couple games. So we're expecting him to kind of take the ball as long as he can today, because we all know how good that guy prepares for every start. what he just did the other day, went to the bullpen on the 18th inning and willing to pitch in that situation. It talks a lot about the commitment and the effort that he's going to put for this team to be the horse.
Right up front, Mickey.